Integrative Mental Health Therapy with Dr. Tiffany podcast. It has been a minute. I'm excited to be back talking about resilience. I am in the middle of the Resilience Project Aura Ring Healing program. I have a master class coming up on February the 19th, which is a Wednesday, and we will be talking all things Aura Ring. And that is just a small piece in my mind when you think about brain, body, mind of being resilient, using the Oura Ring and its data. But it has been a huge part of my healing journey. And part of my vision for this year has been to do more of what works and less of what doesn't. And I have just been applying that to all areas. So I've been reflecting on 2024. I did a lot of that at the end of last year. And then I had a birthday in January, and it's the middle of the month, and it always kind of allows me to get through all the holiday stuff and really think about, okay, this new year of my life, it's my birthday. It's a new year. What did I learn? What did I learn last year? What are those lessons? What do I want to do more of? What do I want to do less of? What lights me up? What is my zone of genius? What is my purpose? What is the special, sparkly thing that I bring to the world? And what is not working? Where do I need to leave things behind? And so it's just been all of that. And one of the things that really stuck out to me about my own personal health journey, my mood journey, my nervous system regulation journey, and then that journey for my clients and patients has been just the Oura Ring, and that data has become a crux of what we all talk about in our sessions. It has been a game changer for 2 years. It is something that my husband and I talk about every day. And it is part of how I put lupus in remission. And I'm like, you know what? I want to do more of that. I want to talk more about it. I talk about it in all of the appointments where clients have them. I want to talk about this data. I want to teach more. HRV, which is something I talked about in a previous podcast, is such a huge part of brain health, physical health, mood health. It sits at that intersection of brain, body, mind. So few things really do that. But HRV, heart rate variability, actually is a measurement of what's going on with you psychologically, what's going on with your nervous system. If you're digesting and it is impacting your sleep, it's going to tell us about what's going on with your body. It sits there in that intersection. So as I lean more into talking about resilience, because that's something that I want to talk more about, as the year progresses here, because talking about people pleasing and inner critic and just parts work has been part of that resilience project for me privately with clients. I want to talk about that more. I want to talk about the HRV and the Oura Ring and just looking at all of these things that play into resilience. So many of you have reached out to me talking about the Good Girl Health Tax and telling me you shared some of that information that you learned about that connection between suppressing your emotions and autoimmunity. That spoke to so many of you, and it has such a big it's such a big part of and has so much to do with health, mental health, physical health, brain health. And so I'm going to continue to show up in this space of talking about resilience, heart rate variability, markers and measurements, ways to improve these areas. And the master class on February the 19th is one of the places where I'm going to really kick off the HRV, Oura Ring, how to hack your sleep teachings and trainings, and the Resilience Project. So I want you to go back, listen to the HRV training, listen to anything that I've talked about with health and resilience. And then keep in mind that this masterclass on the 19th isn't just about that masterclass. I'll include the link in the show notes, but there is a full module, 11 pieces to this whole portal and module training around how to use your Oura ring, what the data means, and how to use it to improve energy, uh, autoimmune flares, pain, brain fogginess and focus, weight loss resistance because of stress and cortisol levels. Everything is there, and I'm so excited about this new phase of things. So it's good to be back. I plan to just be hopping on, touching bases with you, sharing what's on my heart. And I hope you have had an amazing January and you are ready for spring and ready to bloom and to step into the vision that you set for yourself. So I look forward to connecting with you this year. Be well.